Hey guys, welcome back. Today's update will be very quick. I said yesterday that I am flipping my bias and I'm looking for longs. Well, I updated you on Twitter. I also said I took the long from the lows and I also took profit along the way. My profit taking was at the VWAP last night. Okay, so let's head over to the chart because I put my money where my mouth is, and if I say I am flipping my bias, then I'm flipping my bias. This was yesterday the very intermediate time frame that we looked at and said, well, maybe we're getting a bounce here off the golden pocket that would wreck most of the traders. And said, please hold the price because I'm leaving. And when I came back 1 or 2 hours later, then we already dumped through the golden pocket. So that scenario didn't play out. So we can take this one off. But then of course we had that big liquidity grab from 60,800. That is where I also talked about already a couple times. By the way, we're now looking at BTC on the USD on the 1 hour. That is this trade right here. So that won't play out. And therefore now we can also take it off the chart. And that is also exactly the long that I took. Once we swept the level and we reclaimed it, that is where I went long. That's also what you can see here. My entry price was 60,000, almost 400, which is just here above the liquidity level. And then if I'm zooming in, I took profit at the VWAP, and now we're just zigzagging a little bit. And as I'm recording this, we are moving higher. So if you took the long with me, if you took the setup that I gave you here completely for free, congratulations. Are we going higher or are we going lower? Well, that depends of course a little bit what your bias is and if you're looking for longs or shorts. Let's first look at the shorts. Actually very simple. Right now we have constantly these stair-stepping highs above us. Where we are right now could be a short, but I have to say if I look at market Cipher B, I see nothing right here that says to me we are topping out and short, so I will not take this short, but this is your first opportunity. After that, it's actually just a matter of moving the fib retracement to consolidate these higher highs to see if you see maybe confirmations. For example, a bearish divergence on market Cipher B, and then you can just keep on doing that. Why am I saying this? Well, I like the trades that I took yesterday, but actually I want a little bit lower. Because if we're looking at, for example, market Cipher B, then we can see here on the 4 hour that actually it still looks pretty bad. We have the money flow to the downside. Yes, VWAP and RSIs are pointing higher. We have a slight bullish divergence here on the 4 hour, but I'm going to be very honest. In the past, I have burned my fingers many times trying to long here based on a bullish divergence while the money flow was still in the red. So if we could come down one more time and take the liquidity here at the bottom at 57,500, and we could do something like this, where price makes a lower low and the momentum waves then do that, and at the same time we see the money flow curving up, then you have a very nice bullish divergence, and I think that is a very strong ingredient for a massive move to the upside. Does that need to happen? No, of course not. Of course we can also start squeezing. What I talked about yesterday is that I said this is all liquidity. These are constantly lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So if we start moving to the upside, it looks healthy to get a big squeeze to the upside, because also the funding rate yesterday, maybe you remember, was also pretty healthy. I just checked, it is even slightly negative, so there are a little bit more shorters in the market than there are longers. A bit weird of course because we're at the bottom of the range, but hey, traders are traders, and the human mind constantly works the same. People are trying to short here at the bottom, and if they then need to close the short, they need to buy back, and then you get this massive squeeze to the upside. The biggest fib level that I drew in, that is really from the high to low back here, that is then at 68,000. If we are really making another move to the downside, then that is really the level where you want to see the reversal happen. So maybe we do something like this, but eventually then rolling over, and that would also coincide here, as you can see, with the trend line. So it wouldn't be all too weird to think that. So that is a short for me right here from the golden pocket. Daily, like I just said, I will look at the fib retracement just on these smaller highs. Maybe it would give a scalp. This could be one, this could be one, this could be one, this could be one, and of course the big one. I'm not going to draw them all in, but you get the idea. And then for the long, to be honest, there are only 2 longs right now that I'm looking at, and that is to take out the low from yesterday. So we're not taking the liquidity, just the low. We do something like this. It will be a little bit ugly, but we do something like this, and then eventually we go higher. Or that we maybe really spend some time here and then eventually go higher, but eventually you also then get your bullish divergence on market cycle B. I want to see the money flow then curving to the upside, else I will probably not take the trade, but the best one would be the liquidity grab from here. So these are the only two longs. So also then put this long in right here. From the bottom we already have, and that's it. And then I would at least aim for these highs, but probably higher. Let's see how it goes, just a little bit until New York opens. So it's going to be interesting to see what New York will do. So far, of course, we cannot deny that we are constantly making lower highs and lower lows. So the market structure is to the downside. This is right now the level to break. If we break this level and we're really closing an hourly candle here, most likely we are not going to take out this low because you're changing market structure. So then actually you need to look for a higher low before we are going higher. I'm not going to draw that in, but you get the idea. That is then approximately here. Your stop loss then needs to go underneath these lows or underneath these lows. Actually, I would take these lows right here, because if you then break in these lows, you will break this, you will break this. So I will put my stop loss then underneath these lows right here, and that is then the long you can take. And then of course also first target is this, second target are these highs, and eventually maybe the bigger golden pocket. So exciting New York open. Usually Thursday is a pretty volatile day for the standard markets for crypto, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I just want to give you that real quick update. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links you'll find in the description. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye bye.